need a... Right? I'd like to call the meeting to order. If we could all rise, please all rise for our Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. Clerk, could you please call the roll?
Trustee Greer?
Here.
Trustee Khan? Here. Trustee Minks? Here. Trustee Bell?
Here.
Trustee Travis?
Here.
Trustee Wicko?
Here.
All here, Your Honor.
Thank you very much. Can we have an approval of our regular meeting minutes from March 14th, 2022, please?
I'll make the motion to approve the regular meeting minutes of March 14th, 2022.
Second.
Motion's been made by Trustee Mink, seconded by Trustee Whitko. Any discussions, questions, clarifications? Hearing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Thank you very much. Special reports tonight, we have two. First one will be our outstanding neighbor recognition to Jim Rosen. This will be presented by Community Relations Commissioners who I see out there, Janice Cha and Ginny Chin Yin Lo. So come on up and do your thing.
Good evening. I am Ginny Chin Yin Lo,
And I'm Janice Cha.
and we are proud to serve the village as the commissions on the Morton Grove Community Relationships Commission. And I don't think we see any members in here tonight. So anyway, the commission's purpose is to foster, encourage, and improve our sense of community through positive interactions among all residents, regardless of age, gender, religion, national origin, or economic status. We are pleased tonight to represent the CRC in acknowledging another extraordinary neighbor through the Outstanding Neighbor Recognition Program. This program gives all Morton Grove residents the opportunity to acknowledge an outstanding neighbor to doing something special that make our neighborhood a better place.
Today we are here to recognize a very special individual and neighbor, Jim Rosen. Jim, are you here? Here you are. Hi, Jim. Okay, let's see. Jim's nomination comes from two neighbors, Marlene Rockel and Kathy Whalen. Wait, raise your hands. Okay. Do you guys want to come down here and say a few words? Not right now, but you will. Anyway, Marlene and Kathy had wonderful things to say about Jim, and we'd like to share some of that with you today. First, Jim, now you guys have to come down here. Would you please join us along with your nominators, Marlene and Kathy?
Miss Kathy.
Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. Yeah. Jim, I'm hi. Jim. Nice to meet you.
This is Kathy.
Hi, Kathy. Okay, so Marlene wrote, Jim takes out my garbage cans and brings them back in, plows snow out front before my plowers come, cuts my bush before my landscapers come, and he just erected a flagpole and had 3 veterans from the block raise the flag. Cassie wrote, Jim is one of the most thoughtful neighbors you could ever ask for. He always asks how we're doing and if there's anything we need. In the winter, he helps the whole block with snow removal no matter how cold. This past 4th of July, he placed a flagpole in his front lawn and had 3 veterans that live on our block come help raise the first flag. He always watches our house on the block. He is one of a kind and deserves to be recognized. We would now like to invite Mayor DeMaria and Trustee Travis to the podium. I understand Mayor DeMaria would like to present you with a few small tokens of the village's appreciation.
So we just have a few tokens of appreciation. The first thing I would like to do is read this Outstanding Neighbor Award certificate. It's presented to you, Jim Rosen, in recognition of being a valuable neighbor in Morton Grove. It's dated March 28th, today, 2022, signed by me, which means it's not really worth a heck of a lot. We do have a gift card as well, so hopefully you can enjoy yourself somewhere dining in Morton Grove in one of our many great restaurants that we have in town. We're going to give you a pen as well. Attached to the pen is what I always say is the most important thing that we feel that we give out. We have these pins, and we don't give them out just willy-nilly. We give these out to people that are serving the community, representing Morton Grove, to help us be more incredibly close and amazingly open. And obviously, your neighbor Kathy nominated you for a reason, of which our commissioners just mentioned, and we are forever grateful to have people like you living in our community. So when you have this pin or wherever you put it, I hope that when you look at it, you realize that you gave back to your community and that you are a human, and that you are serving our community to the best of your ability, which makes all of us have a better place to live. So thank you very much.
Didn't prepare for this, but all I can say is this is an award for being a good neighbor. Back in the day, it was just, I was a neighbor. And that's how it's supposed to be. The neighborhood that I grew up in, I've been in the same house for since I was 2 years old. And these are my friends, and taking care of them is not an effort. So thank you very much.
All right. Okay. Now you see what's going on. So we would like also to invite anyone who is interested in serving our village. We do need you to join the Community Relationships Commission. We meet the second Tuesday of each month at 6:30 here in the village. Everyone is welcome to join us. Please spread the word out.
Thank you. Great job to you and your commission as well, as always. Next up, under special reports, we have swearing in of firefighter Noel Galaviz, and our Police and Fire Commission Chairman Michael Simpkins will be the swearing in leader.
Thanks, leader. Thanks for your invitation tonight, Mr. Mayor. I appreciate it, and it is my pleasure to introduce our newest village employee. So, Noel, if you wouldn't mind coming up, and if there's anybody else you'd like to have join you, please have them come up. Chief Ralph, if you wouldn't mind joining us, I'd like it. Mayor, you and Rita, our liaison, if you're comfortable, please come on up. Why don't we have you stand here? Noel, could you first of all introduce who you brought along with you tonight?
This is my wife, Carla, my brother, Nick, my father, Salvador, and my mother, Sylvia.
Thanks for joining us. Great. Nick, if I could have you stand forward, please. Let me share a little bit about Noel with you. I'm sorry, I think I called you Nick because you just introduced Nick.
Nick, listen, though. Put your name in there, kid.
Let me share a little bit about Noel, please. Noel began his employment as a firefighter with the Morton Grove Fire Department on January 3rd, 2022. He recently completed 9 weeks at the NIPSTA Fire Academy and has completed his second week of orientation on the day shift and will be assigned to a regular shift beginning tomorrow. Noel was born in the Chicago Midway area, where he attended De La Salle High School and later graduated from Loyola University with a degree in psychology. Noel worked in mental and behavioral health services for the past 7 years. After taking an EMT course, he decided to pursue a career in the fire service. Noel currently resides in Maywood with his wife Carla, who you just met, and their dog Stella. Later this year, Noel will be attending the Lutheran General Paramedic Program, and in his free time, he enjoys spending time with his family and working on his cars. All right. If I could have you please stand forward, I'll ask you to raise your right hand and repeat after me. I state your name.
I, Noel A. Galaviz,
Do solemnly swear that I will support the Constitution of the United States
do solemnly swear that I will support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of Illinois,
and the Constitution of the State of Illinois,
the rules, regulations, and ordinances of the Village of Morton Grove,
the rules, regulations, and ordinances of the Village of Morton Grove,
and that I will faithfully discharge the duties
and that I will faithfully discharge the duties
of the Office of Firefighter of the Village of Morton Grove
of the office of firefighter of the Village of Morton Grove
according to the best of my ability.
according to the best of my ability.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
I'm going to have you sign 3 copies, please. So if you could sign here. And the last one. Here. Yes, please.
Here we go.
All right, and do you have somebody that is going to be pinning your badge on you?
Yes, I have my wife right here.
No. All right, if you wouldn't mind doing that, Carla? All right, it's official.
Awesome. Thank you very much.
Thanks for joining us. Thanks for joining us tonight. Thank you. Chief, thanks for taking part in it. I appreciate it. And that will conclude my report, Mr. Mayor. Thank you again for the opportunity to appear before you.
Thank you, Michael. I'm gonna let our fire department have a chance to exit. Thanks, gentlemen. Have a good night. Be safe. There's no plan commission reports tonight. Residents' comments, this is on agenda items only, on agenda items only. Hearing none. On our president's report, just a few things. I think it's not hard to forget, but it's sometimes easy to forget when we go on with our day-to-day life that the news continues to be distressing regarding the invasion and conflict in the Ukraine. And our hearts are with the Ukrainian people. So from Morton Grove to the Ukraine, you're in our thoughts and prayers. One note, Metro rail crossing replacement at Lincoln Avenue. Metro notified the village that they will start the removal and replacement of the full railroad crossing on Lincoln Avenue between Dempster and Lehigh on Wednesday, April 27th, closing the crossing. This work is anticipated to take about 10 days to complete. There will be pre-construction signage up. However, just wanted to make that aware to the public tonight. Other than that, I have no other business for us. Village Administrator?
No report this evening, Your Honor.
Clerk's report?
No report this evening.
Corporate Counsel? Thank you. Report by Trustee. Trustee Greer?
No report.
Thank you, sir. Trustee Khan?
I do have a couple ordinances to read. The first one that I have is Ordinance 2202. That the purpose of that is to approve the vacation of .531 acre portion of Chestnut Street public right-of-way to facilitate the private redevelopment of village-owned property at 8500-8550 Lehigh Avenue. The MHDC SLF LLC and the Loyal Order of Moose number 376, which is the applicant, submitted a complete application requesting a vacation of a portion of Chestnut Street right-of-way located directly west of Lehigh Avenue right-of-way in Morton Grove, Illinois, and measuring approximately .531 acres. The applicant submitted the request concurrent to a request for approval of a preliminary plat of subdivision and special use permits for a 24-unit mixed-use development with a bar and microbrewery, which was considered by Plan Commission under case PC 22-02 on February 21st, 2022. The proposed vacation will make available for redevelopment by MHDC SLF LLC approximately 350 linear feet of a 66-foot wide village right-of-way improved with an asphalt roadway, pedestrian facilities, landscape areas, utilities, and signage. Chestnut Street currently dead ends to the west at property owned and operated by the Forest Preserve District of Cook County. The street currently services the Moose Family Center at 6149 Chestnut Street, vacant property owned by the village at 8500 Lehigh Avenue, and a commuter parking lot owned by the village at 8550 Lehigh Avenue. which was constructed as a temporary use. The property at 8500, 8550 Lehigh Avenue and the portion of public right-of-way proposed for vacation are collectively described as Site E by the Lehigh Ferris Framework Plan adopted under Ordinance 09-01. The plan identifies Site E as a preferred site for a higher density residential development. The proposed vacation provides the developer with additional contiguous land area to facilitate the 24-unit mixed-use redevelopment of village-owned property proposed under Case PC 22-02. On February 3, 2022, the Traffic Safety Commission reviewed Case PC 22-01 and unanimously voted to recommend approval of the proposed vacation. On February 21, 2022, the applicants appeared before the Plan Commission to present the request for approval of the application made under Case PC 22-01. Based on the application, supporting staff report, and testimony presented at the public hearings, the Plan Commission voted unanimously 4-0 to recommend approval of the plat of vacation with conditions relating to subdivision and vesting of title, plat preparation, and recordation, easements, and board approval of PC 22-02. I'd like to make a motion to accept this ordinance 2202 as presented, my honor.
I'll second that.
Motion made by trustee Khan, seconded by trustee Greer. Any discussions, questions, clarification?
I'd like to make a comment again.
Trustee Greer.
It might be a little repetitive. I said this on the first read, but I also think it's important that I'm proud of the staff, our board, and the mayor for moving this forward. It looks like a great project. Welcome our new partners in redeveloping another area in the village of Morton Grove. We're very proud of all of us, or all of the people that were participating. So I will support this project. Thank you.
Thank you. Any others? Hearing none, clerk, please call the vote.
Trustee Greer.
Aye.
Trustee Khan.
Aye.
Trustee Minks.
Aye.
Trustee Thill.
Aye.
Trustee Travis.
Aye.
Trustee Wickham.
Aye.
Approves 6-0.
Thank you.
I have one more ordinance to read, and that's ordinance 22-03. The purpose of that is to approve a preliminary plat of subdivision and special use permits for the subdivision and consolidation of property at 8500-8550 Lehigh Avenue and a .531 acre portion of Chestnut Street public right-of-way and construction of a 24-unit mixed-use development thereon. The MHDC SLF LLC, which is the applicant, submitted complete applications requesting approval of preliminary plat of subdivision and special use permits for village-owned property at 8500-8550 Lehigh Avenue and a portion of Chestnut Street right-of-way located directly west of Lehigh Avenue, right-of-way in Morton Grove, Illinois, and measuring approximately 0.531 acres, petition for vacation under Case PC 22-01, which was considered by the Plan Commission on February 21, 2022. The applicant proposes to acquire approximately 2.049 acres in village-owned property and Chestnut Street right-of-way for the construction of a 3-story mixed-use development consisting of 2 structures, Building A and B, with ground floor commercial uses and 24 residential units located on the 2nd and 3rd floors. Site improvements will include a pedestrian plaza, parking areas, carports, a shared access drive, and landscape areas. The developer is proposing 127 parking spaces to the rear of the principal structures, which exceeds the code's reduced transit-oriented development parking requirement of 101 spaces and demand of 75 spaces established in the submitted traffic and parking impact study. The vehicular access to the development and the Moose Family Center at 6149 Chestnut Street will be provided by a 2-lane shared access drive at the site's southern lot line. The developer is requesting waivers for number of detached accessories, structures, rear yard impermeable coverage, open accessory parking space setback, location of outdoor seating areas, facade transparency, bedroom mix, public parkway trees, and parking lot screening abutting the private property. On February 3, 2022, the Traffic Safety Commission reviewed the case PC 22-02 and unanimously voted to recommend approval of the proposed development with comments. On February 7th, the Appearance Commission reviewed case AC 22-01 and unanimously voted to issue an appearance certificate and recommend approval of the proposed development with conditions. On February 21, 2022, the applicant appeared before the Plan Commission to present the request for approval of the application made under case PC 22-02. Based on the application, supporting staff report, and testimony presented at the public hearings, the Plan Commission voted unanimously 4-0 to recommend approval of the preliminary plat of subdivision and special use permits with conditions relating to site design and operation. I hereby make a motion to approve the proposed ordinance 22-03 as presented.
I'll second that.
Motion made by trustee Khan, seconded by trustee Minks. Any discussions, questions, clarification? Hearing none, clerk, please call the vote.
Trustee Greer.
Aye.
Trustee Khan.
Aye.
Trustee Minks.
Aye.
Trustee Thill.
Aye.
Trustee Travis.
Aye.
Trustee Wicko.
Aye.
Ordinance 2203 passed 6-0, Your Honor.
Thank you very much.
And that concludes my report for today, Your Honor.
Thank you very much. And again, Greg, I know you're here tonight. Congratulations. We're happy that you're investing in our community. Can't wait. We're excited. I know it's been a little bit of a journey for you, and we try our best to get it through as fast as possible, but we have to do our due diligence, and we are completely behind you, as we are with all of our businesses in town and our new developers that have come to us in the last 8 years. So welcome to the team, welcome to Morton Grove, and we wish you nothing but success. Thank you. Trustee Minks?
No report, Your Honor.
Thank you. Trustee Phil?
No report.
Thank you. Trustee Travis?
Yes, Your Honor. Tonight I have Resolution 22-15, authorizing the purchase of police pursuit vehicles through the Suburban Purchasing Cooperative Bid Program. The purpose is to authorize the village administrator to execute a purchase order for the purchase of 4 police sports utility squad cars from Curry Motors Fleet in Frankfort, Illinois. Every 3 years, high-mileage squad vehicles are replaced to ensure that key equipment utilized by our police officers does not fail during the performance of public safety and first responder activities. The squad vehicles are utilized 24 hours a day and need to always be in excellent condition. This year, 4 vehicles are scheduled for replacement. The village participates in the Suburban Purchasing Cooperative, SPC, which represents 144 government agencies in northeastern Illinois and jointly bids and negotiates contracts for the purchase of high-quality products at the lowest possible price. SPC solicited for bids for 2022 police squad cars, and Curry Motors was awarded the SPC contract to sell 2022 police squad cars. The fiscal impact is a total of $142,600 for 4 2022 Ford utility police vehicles. I move that we accept Resolution 22-15 as presented.
Second.
Motion made by trustee Travis, seconded by trustee Whitko. Any discussion, questions, clarification?
I got a comment.
Trustee Thill?
I don't understand how Mike gets 4 cars and I get a coffee cup.
Any others? Clerk, please call the vote.
Trustee Greer.
Absolutely aye.
Trustee Khan.
Aye.
Trustee Minks.
Aye.
Trustee Thill.
Aye.
Trustee Travis.
Aye.
Trustee Wicko.
Aye.
Resolution 2215 passes 6-0, Your Honor.
Thank you very much.
And I'd just like to ask everyone to save the date of Saturday, April 16th for the 12th Morton Grove Community Arts Performance. The performance will be held from 1 p.m. to 2 p.m. at the Civic Center, but we'll also have a live stream broadcast option. If you have questions, please contact Ginny at identityperformingarts.org. And that is the end of my report. Thank you.
Thank you, trustee Travis. Trustee Whitko?
Thank you, Your Honor. Tonight I have 2 resolutions. The first is Resolution 22-16, authorizing a contract with Precision Paving Marking for the Inc. for the 2022 pavement marking program. Pavement markings throughout the village are maintained through an annual pavement marking program. The village has participated in a municipal partnering initiative since 2012, which included several communities to procure pavement marking services. Illinois law allows this cooperative purchasing program. Morton Grove led the bidding for 10 communities with the expectation of achieving lower prices. This contract was bid through a public process in accordance with the village code. The lowest bid, which was submitted by Precision Pavement Marking, was $37,037.44, more than the engineer's estimate of cost. While the cost for the work to be performed in Morton Grove exceeds the village's budgeted financing or budgeted funding, the scope of work can be reduced to meet the available funding. This resolution authorizes a contract with Precision Pavement Marking, Inc. for the 2022 pavement marking program, and if authorized by the village administrator for the 2023 and/or 2024 pavement marking program. These contracts must conform to the requirements of the Prevailing Wage Act, and the fiscal impact is not to exceed $50,000. And since this is a unit price contract, the final contract amount will be based on the actual quantity of work performed. I move that we approve Resolution 22-16.
Second that.
Motion made by trustee Whitko, seconded by trustee Greer. Any discussion, questions, clarification? Hearing none. Clerk, please call the vote.
Trustee Greer.
Aye.
Trustee Khan. Trustee Minks.
Aye.
Trustee Thill.
Aye.
Trustee Travis.
Aye.
Trustee Whitko.
Aye.
Resolution 22-16 passes 6-0, Your Honor.
Thank you.
Okay, and then I have Resolution 22-17, authorizing a contract with Schroeder and Schroeder, Inc. for the 2022 concrete replacement program. Concrete curb, pavement, and sidewalk are repaired through an annual concrete replacement program. The work is performed mostly by a contractor hired by the village who will make repairs in the spring, summer, and fall. The contract was advertised and 4 sealed bids were received. The proposal amount is $30,250 less than the engineer's estimate of cost. The fiscal impact is not to exceed $190,500. And since this is also a unit price contract, the final contract amount will be based on the actual quantity of work performed. I move that we approve Resolution 22-17.
Second.
Motion is made by trustee Whitko, seconded by trustee Travis. Any discussions, questions, clarification? Hearing none. Clerk, please call the vote.
Trustee Greer.
Aye.
Trustee Khan.
Aye.
Trustee Minks.
Aye.
Trustee Thill.
Aye.
Trustee Travis.
Aye.
Trustee Whitko.
Aye.
Resolution 22-17 passes 6-0.
Thank you.
And I just have a few announcements. April's an exciting month, and on behalf of the Environmental Natural Resource Commission, I'd like to invite all of our residents to help protect and preserve our planet by participating in the following Village of Morton Grove Earth Month programs. The first is our second annual Mayor DeMaria's Water Conservation Challenge. This April, the mayor is challenging residents to help reduce Morton Grove's environmental footprint by participating in the 2022 Wyland Foundation's annual National Mayor's Challenge for Water Conservation. The challenge consists of easy-to-use online pledges to conserve water, energy, and other natural resources. Participants can win hundreds of eco-friendly prizes and a chance to win a Toyota hybrid SUV for a deserving Morton Grove charity. In 2021, Morton Grove ranked 7th nationally for communities of the same size. Let's work together to be the most water-wise community in the country in 2022. Take the pledge at mywaterpledge.com. Remember, your efforts today will create a better planet tomorrow. Also, we have the 2022 Greener Morton Grove Award. Applications for the village's Greener Morton Grove Award program will be accepted until April 30th, 2022. This program is designed to recognize businesses, organizations, groups, and multifamily residential complexes in Morton Grove that have promoted environmentally sustainable practices such as a waste reduction, water conservation, and energy efficiency. The village recognizes the importance of government, residents, property owners, businesses, and local organizations working together to reach our sustainability goals. For more information and to apply, visit www.mortongrovil.org. Lastly, we have a new 2022 crayon recycling program. The village is excited to announce this new program. Many people may not know, but crayons are a petroleum product that can take many years to break down in our landfills. Every year, up to 75,000 pounds of broken crayons are thrown away across the country. To redirect this material from trash, the village will collect broken, used, and unwanted crayons and send them to SCARES, which stands for School and Community Assistance for Recycling and Composting Education. an organization that accepts broken crayons, sorts, and melts them. The liquid crayon mixture is poured into the molds to form large crayons in a variety of shapes, which can be used by children with special needs. Please bring your crayons to Village Hall, the Morton Grove Park District's Prairie View Center's front desk, or the library by April 30th. You can help prep the crayons for recycling by removing its paper wrapper prior to drop-off. Thank you so much. All of this information can be found in our latest edition of the Exchange. That's the end of my report.
Thank you, Trustee Whitko. Any other business brought before the board tonight? Presentation, go ahead.
I have one. I want to wish a lot of Muslims this year in around April are going to start with the month of Ramadan, which is the holy month of fasting, including myself. There would be a lot of people in Morton Grove who will be observing a month full of fasting. Hopefully it's going to start on April 2nd, which coincides with the moon sighting. People, you will see the Muslim people throughout the world, they fast throughout the month of Ramadan at sunset. The fasting starts at sunset and goes, starts at sunrise and goes till sunset. And most of the Muslims observe the whole night in prayers, and it's their way of repenting and asking forgiveness from their Lord, just like how Christians do during the month of Lent. They show their devotion by giving up something. So if you know any family, friends, or any of your neighbors who are observing Ramadan, this is a good time of the year to wish them best wishes and just be with them when they are fasting. That's all that I had to say.
Thank you very much, Trustee Khan. Any others? Presentation of warrants, Trustee Greer.
Thank you, Mr. President. I would like to make a motion to accept these warrants in the amount of $595,988.20. I make that motion.
Second.
Motion made by Trustee Greer, seconded by Trustee Phil. Any discussions? Questions, clarification? Hearing none, clerk, please call the vote.
Trustee Greer.
Aye.
Trustee Fun.
Aye.
Trustee Minks.
Aye.
Trustee Thill.
Aye.
Trustee Travis.
Aye.
Trustee Whitko.
Aye.
Warrants are approved, 6-0.
Thank you very much. Residents' comments. Residents' comments. I have one on the sign-up sheet, Mr. Rudolph Vilk.
Good evening, everyone. I introduce you our mayor, Di Maria, who not respect to people who live in Morton Grove. Why I talking like this? Because I leave to him few time message. Mr. Mayor, can you do me a favor? I want to have a meeting with you because all time you give me 3 minutes. It's not enough what I talking to you about problem. Did you think he called me back? No. And I surprised. He takes this position and not pick up phone to tell, oh, Mr. Wilk, I'm busy now, I'm sick, I have vacation or something like this, any kind of reason. Even I'm not one talking to you. It's for example. No, he don't care about me. Possible he don't care about you too. But next steps is I continue my speech and I stop nothing personal, just business. Because I see Mrs. Teresa Hoffman-Listman, very good woman, no problem, but about her job, I have problem, and I think this problem belongs to everybody who live in Morton Grove. Mrs. Teresa Hoffman-Listman, instead to careful check in my case for violation of the law by code enforcement officer who falsificate document or administration hearing court officer who, without my promotion, sent code enforcement officer to my backyard. Mr. Teresa Hoffman-Listman sent my case to Circus Court twice. The question is why Mrs. Teresa Hoffman-Listman did this twice. In my opinion, my case is not first in history Morton Grove. It's have chain format. Code inspector officer who makes sure they will be covered by administration hearing court officer. And administration hearing court officer makes sure when it's covered by Mrs. Teresa Hoffman Listvan. And together, it's make sure what it's covered by Ralph Chervinsky, Mayor, Dan De Maria, and member board or trustee, who 4 years take no questions to me. I give all information. I'm talking to you. I give information to member of trustee. Nobody talking. Nobody answer or question something to me. I surprised 6 adult person and not have any questions. It means you agree with whatever I say. But you agree. But I write it down to you. Why you not told to Mr. Mayor, to Mr. Ralph? Hey, guys, what are you doing? Please, make it something. When you think Mr. Vicky is liar, explain to me, no problem. For several years, in Morton Grove Village dismisses it or independently decided to resign from their position 3 code enforcement officer.
30 seconds, Rudy.
Mr. Bill Zimmer, Mr. Jim Borgia, Mr. Vince Cojita. 2 administration hearing court producer, Mr. Ryan Addis, Mr. Joe Greenberg. Administration hearing officer, Mrs. Lauren Plasma, which took activity part in the terror against me. I continue next time. Thank you for cooperation, but I think time to make decision. Please. Thank you. Have a great day. Great night.
Thanks for your comments, Rudy. This is residents' comments, and normally I wouldn't respond, but I am going to respond on a few of the things he said. First of all, my door is always open. I've met with Mr. Vilk numerous times, given him answers that he doesn't want to hear. I am probably one of the more accessible, I would say, mayors around the community. My cell phone number is 312-363-9595. Anybody can call me anytime they want. I care about you just like I do the other 23,000 residents of this town, Rudy. My door is always open. I took this position to help people out. However, in your case, when we give you the answers, you don't like the answers, and you keep coming back and calling my phone and leaving the same message that you've left for over 2 years at this point. So no, I'm not going to call you back. If you have fresh material and you want me to review it with you, I will be happy to call you back. I've answered your questions. I will do everything I can to be fair to you, and yet you still call with the same questions over and over, and the answers don't change. So I want everybody to know publicly that I have handled Mr. Vilk. I've talked to him. I have called him back. I've met with him. And that my door is always open for every resident in this community. I love what I do. I love the people of Morton Grove. And again, I'm here for you. So I want to respond to make sure that there's no misinformation out there that I don't respond. And I think anybody that knows me in the last 9 years knows that I am accessible. But I'm not going to sit there and waste my time, my board's time. And in fact, Rudy, one more thing that I wanted to say was the board has the same correspondences. I share it with them. We speak as a unified board. I just happen to be the president of the board. They're all well aware of your situation. They know your questions. They know I've answered your questions. That's why they're not getting back to you either. So I just ask of you, Rudy, no problem. I want comments from our residents. The only way we can make our village better. But the one ask I have of you is that you please don't waste our staff's time and our village board time with the same questions that you've asked year in and year out. I need a motion to adjourn.
Motion to adjourn.
Motion's been made by Trustee Minks, seconded by Trustee Whitko. All in favor?
Aye.
Meeting is adjourned at 7:37.